Hello student, welcome to our class. Before we begin our lesson today, I want all of you to look at this picture and tell me what is it. Is it a cash donation form? Which is a form you will need to write down the money that you want to send to some specific organization or person, right? Now I need you to answer the following questions. Question number 1. Have you ever filled the form? Question number 2. On what occasions do you have to fill a form? Number 3. What sort of information do you often have to provide when you fill in a form? Now you will have a few minutes to think about the answer for these questions. I guess all of you have already got your answer. Now I'll tell you mine. I have filled in many different kind of forms on many different occasions. It was an enrollment form. It was a health check. And it was an application form too. And normally the information that I provided in the form which I wrote was about my name, my age, my date of birth, marital status, and also my current occupation and my address too. To help you completely understand how to fill in a form, we will need to study our lesson today. Unit 2, School Talks, Lesson Writing, Filling in a Form. Just like any other writing lesson, before we start to write, we will need to know what are we going to do first. So our question is, what information do you have to fill in a form? Right, so these are some information that you will need to write into a form. This will be your name. Marital status. It means the status whether you are single or married. Do you have a wife or a husband yet? Sex. It means are you a boy or a girl, male or female? Job. It means are you a student or are you a teacher? an employee, or what are you doing right now? Nationality, it means whether you are a Chinese or a Vietnamese, right? Present address, where you are living right now, your address. And place and date of birth, where you were born and the day you were born. Okay, that are some basic information that you will need to fill in a form. We have two people here. On the left is a boy named Nguyễn Nam, and on the right is a woman named Sue Smith. Now we will learn their information through a form. Alright? Alright, in the first form is about Nguyễn Nam. His surname is Nguyễn. His first name is Nam. He is a 20 years old student, a Vietnamese 20 years old student, and he also single, right? Similar to Nam, we have Sue Smith. Her surname is Smith, and her first name is Sue. She is an American doctor, and she has already married, and her age is 32. So based on the form, we can identify who they are and understand some information about them. Okay? Now, let's move to the vocabulary part, shall we? Our first word is form, a noun. It means mẫu đơn. Now listen and repeat after me, okay? Form. Form. Alright. The second word is fill in. It's a verb and it means điền vào. Now listen and repeat after me. Fill in. Fill in. Alright. Number 3. Nationality. Is a noun and it means quốc tịch. For this word, we will stress on the third syllable. Nationality. Now listen and repeat after me. Nationality. Nationality. Okay. We have a Vietnamese phrase, tình trạng hôn nhân. And in English, it is marital status. Okay. Now listen and repeat after me. Marital status. Marital status. Okay. We have number 5 is block capital. It means chữ viết hoa hoặc là chữ in hoa. Now listen and repeat after me. Block capital. Block capital. Okay. And the last word is also a noun, which is surname. It's the họ. Now listen and repeat after me. Surname. Surname. Alright, good. Let's practice filling in the form. Okay. Now, open your book on page 28. Our first task is form asks you to do certain things. You need to do the following. Number 1, write your name in block capital. Remember, we have the phrase, the words block capital. It means you have to write your name all in capital letter. Okay? Number 2, sign your name. It means your signature. How you sign your name when somebody Who is a fan come to see you and give you a piece of paper and ask you to sign on that piece of paper? It means you sign your name. Number 3, delete where not applicable. It means something is not true. If you are not an employee, then cross that word out. Okay? For example, you are a student and you are not an employee or an employer. Then you cross out an employee and an employer. Number 4, put a cross if you are a male. It means if you are a boy, you put a cross in the square next to number 4. And number 5, put a tick if you are a female, which means if you are a girl, you will put a tick in the square next to number 5. Alright everyone, now I need you to do this task in your book on page 28 for me. You will have a few minutes to do it. I'll tell you when the time is off, okay? Now please do it. Remember to follow the rule of my example, okay? Your time is up. Please stop. We have already finished learning how to write information into some specific things, item. Alright? Now let's practice writing in a complete form, shall we? Task 2. Fill in the following form. The Oak Tree School of English enrollment form. Please write in capital letters. It means everything you write into this form must be right in capital letters. Okay? And please look at the end of the form. You can see an italic sentence here. Delete when not applicable. It means if you see any item with a star, It means you cross out, you delete what is not true for you. Okay? For example, you are a man. Okay? So you cross out Mrs. and Miss. And you then you write out your name. You write out information into the form. For example, I choose the name Nguyễn Nhật. Then I write down Nguyễn in surname, Nhật in first name, date of birth, the nationality, language. In language, you can write 2 or more than just one language if you want. Address in your country, occupation. If you're a student, write out you're a student. If you're a businessman, write out you're a businessman. Reason for learning English. If you're learning to work, write out business and cross out the order. If you enjoying learning English just because you like it, then write out the order and choose pleasure. If you are learning English because you want a good grade in the exam, then you should write out the order. And if you want to write out more specific reason, you write out the order and you write out your reason at the below sentence, at the below item, okay? How many hours a day do you want to stay at the school? For example, I want to stay in school for 4 hours, so I write out 4 hours. And what day do you want to start? I write out the October 4th because that's the day I like. Yes. And now it's your turn to write down the information for yourself. Okay? Right in your book on page 28, you will have a few minutes just like the previous task to do it. I'll tell you when the time is up. Alright? Now let's do it. Time's up. Please stop. Now let's move to the last part of our lesson. Last but not least, homework. Okay? Please learn by heart all new words in our lesson today and prepare for our next lesson, language focus. Okay? That's the end of our lesson. Thanks for your attention. Goodbye.